The Bell Witch, or Bell Witch Haunting, is a 19th century poltergeist tale from Adams, Tennessee. In 1817, John Bell was inspecting his cornfield when he encountered a strange-looking animal. The animal seemed to be some kind of dog hybrid. It had the body and size of a dog, with the head of a rabbit. Frightened and defending his land, John opened fire on the animal. The creature took off into the night, much faster than John was able to follow. John discounted the creature as a trick of his overworked mind, the darkness, or a combination of the two. However, as the night wore on, the sound of thumping and knocking could be heard along the outside of the house. The family, growing concerned, still disregarded the noises as the act of nature from the outside. Over the following nights, however, it became impossible for them to ignore the constant and ever-growing intensity of the knocking from the outside of their home. John and his son would search the outside of the house, both day and night, for the source, and always return with nothing to show. And the mysterious noise would return moments after they were back inside. The frightening events that took place at night for the Bell family were only beginning. John's children, Elizabeth, Richard, and Joel, told their father of being awoken in the middle of the night by someone or something scratching and gnawing at the posts of their beds. Like the sound on the outside of the house, these mysterious scratching and gnawing. The mysterious scratching and gnawing changed to having their bed covers slowly inched off of them from the foot of their beds, and suddenly ripped off and flung across the room, to be discovered by the screaming and frightening children that the room was empty. The haunting, for that is what it truly was, did not end there. The Bells began hearing faint whispering voices, which was too weak to understand, but sounded like a feeble old woman singing hymns. As with all things involved with the haunting, the voice grew in intensity and volume until it was clearly singing hymns, quoting the Bible, and holding full conversations, to the point where it identified itself as Kate Batts. The Bells' youngest daughter, Elizabeth, began experiencing brutal encounters with the invisible entity. It would pull her hair and slap her relentlessly, often leaving welts and handprints on her face and body. Try as the family might to keep the phenomenon a secret, word spread to the neighboring towns and even gained the attention of General Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson, 7th President of the United States, was so intrigued that he had to take a journey to the Bell farm, and upon doing so, experienced some of the crazed antics and witnessed the voice of the witch, Kate Batts. After 4 years of these unexplained events, John Bell became deathly ill, for which Kate claimed responsibility. Never allowing him a moment of rest, the spirit, or witch, continued to mock, prod, and slap the poor farmer. Finally, the day came when John did not awake. He was found dead in the morning, with an unmarked bottle nearby. John's breath shared the same scent as what was later found to be the poison in the bottle. Kate screamed in triumph. Kate was present at his funeral. The disembodied voice could be heard laughing, cursing, and cruelly singing upon the wind as John Bell was laid to rest. Kate didn't vanish immediately afterward. She continued to torment Elizabeth Bell, threatening her not to marry the man that she truly loved, Joshua Gardner. The witch would never say why. However, she did allow the girl to later marry the local school teacher, Richard Powell. Kate soon left the family, but promised to return 7 years later, and true to her word, she did so, to torment the family 2 weeks longer. Afterward, the spirit had left the family be, but it is thought that she receded or returned into the nearby cave. Near the Red River, on the former Bell Farm, is a cave by the name of Bell Witch Cave. It is said that the cave marks the entrance to a doorway through which Kate came into the world, departed, and perhaps returned to. The cave and farm are open to the public for viewing, and strange incidents and activity surround the cave to this day.